Are you a very price-conscious person? Have you been looking for a virtual reality solution that costs almost or exactly nothing? Well, I have some good news for you. Cardboard virtual reality headsets have been sweeping the market. They're a very easy way to try VR out for very cheap, and these are obviously not in the same league as more high-quality, expensive virtual reality devices, but what I can say about them is that if you're looking for easy, cheap, quick VR, they're definitely worth a shot. I got my own cardboard VR headset, courtesy of Knox Labs, for a Bob Moses concert in virtual reality, set to take place on July 31st, 2015. If you happen to be watching this video before then, you can watch the concert for free at absolutreality.com. If you got your own cardboard VR headset, perhaps your complimentary Bob Moses has just arrived in the mail, then you might be wondering how to put yours together. While there are some directions printed on the inside of the headset itself, it's not always clear what pieces need to be removed or bent in funny ways in order to get the headset to work. I'll be showing you some of the best ways to assemble your very own VR headset. Additionally, I do have a couple tricks up my sleeve in order to get your headset to work right if you happen to wear glasses. Alright, so the very first thing that you're going to want to do is to take it out of the packaging. Now, this is going to take a little bit of time, so for the sake of that, I shall time-lapse this footage. Enjoy. Now, this part actually confused me a little bit when I first got the device. I initially believed that you were supposed to somehow unfold it. However, it's not possible to unfold it without tearing this part. Now, I was a little nervous to do this because I was worried that I was damaging something important. However, that's not the case. Go ahead and rip. Nothing like a good ripping. Now, upon ripping the cardboard bit off from the perforated area, you'll notice that your book, of sorts, unfolds into this... I'm really not sure what to call this, but it unfolds into your components right here that are all the way over here. Now, what you see here, all this that was actually protecting it, you can get rid of most of this, although you might want to hold on to this one panel in particular, as it does contain the directions that you need in order to fold your headset together. And it's really quite simple. 1, you detach your VR headset from the packaging here. 2, you find the start tag somewhere in here, and then number 3, you insert the number tags into their corresponding slots. Alright. Now, you see this? This square of... well, is it a square? It's more of a rectangle, really, but my point still stands. This rectangle can actually be removed, as it doesn't belong on the final version of a device. So just be careful not to rip or bend the other bits as you take this off. Now, there's no direction on the device itself that says to remove this, but you should know that it does not belong. Here we go. That's gone. So, with that taken care of, you can begin to... oh, also, this bit bends down. Okay, this bit right here, this bends down. So, now, this piece that has the lenses on it, this piece needs to bend down like so. And now, this piece that has the start here on it, number 1, that folds up into where the goggles are. It's going to become your nose piece, essentially, that divides the two halves of the screen. Also, for some reason, this one seems to be giving me a little bit of trouble with regards to bending it in properly. It seems that this unit, I'm not sure, it might have come out of the factory a little funny. But no matter, we shall persevere. Okay, so now that these pieces are bent in like so, here, this comes up, like this. Then that, make sure that the nose piece is secure,
and then everything folds up over the top. Now also, while holding it together carefully, see this piece? Yeah, it's not completely secure until you have carefully peeled off this bit here. It's like a bit, let me show you that. Here we are. It'd be easier if you could see what you were doing. Okay, this is a strip of adhesive. So once you've done that, stripped off the protective bit, you would just stick it right there. Hold that nice and tight for a few seconds to secure it, and boom, there you go. Virtual reality headset made completely out of cardboard. Now, this thing isn't perfect. It has a couple issues, like the nose piece, for instance, has the funny tendency to slip from place sometimes, so when you're putting in your smartphone, you may have to readjust it. Otherwise, however, it works pretty good. As I had mentioned earlier, one of the issues that I had encountered with this headset is that it doesn't really fit my glasses. If I try to put them inside, well, putting them on my face really doesn't work for me. So how do I fix this? Well, all I needed, really, was a rubber band. That's right, folks. If you put a rubber band around the headset, just like so, and be careful that where you put the rubber band doesn't impede the nose piece, so you'll want to pull that under a bit. Also make sure you have a properly sized rubber band, as one that's too tight will only cause you more issues. But make sure that you put your rubber band right here, and make sure that it doesn't go where the Velcro straps are, where your smartphone is supposed to be. So when you're watching something now, because the issue was that putting in my glasses would work momentarily, but it would A, stretch the headset, and B, the part that's taped on the left would come loose. That's no good. The whole headset would begin falling apart. So with the rubber band instead, the whole thing is held together, and while it does bend the device a little bit, it works just fine. So you might want to try the rubber band solution if you're trying to figure out how to use this thing with glasses. Now, when the time does come to use your virtual reality headset, and you flop open the front and put your telephone in, just make sure that A, the nose bridge is properly in place, and B, your phone is properly aligned. There should be a little line down the middle of the screen where the nose bridge is. That's where you need to put your phone in. So just make sure that everything is centered when you insert it. Shut the little box and plop it on your face, and that should be it. Also, it is helpful if you're sitting in one of those wonderful swiveling chairs that they have in offices where very professional people work. Believe me on this one.
That's it for our advice on how to use your cardboard virtual reality headset. Be sure to follow at Blackman and Robin on Twitter for all the latest game news, reviews, previews, and interviews. Be sure to follow me at Jordan_Cameron for my other views. Also, if you happen to be watching this video on or before July 31st, 2015, you can visit AbsolutReality.com in order to attend a concert in virtual reality.